2018 is almost over, but it feels like the whole country is still nursing a hangover from the 2016 presidential election. Trump is still obsessed with Hillary, Mueller is still investigating Trump, and Democrats are about to launch a slew of new investigations into his campaign. It feels like a billion years from now, just before the sun dies out, the last thing you will hear before the universe goes silent is, "No collusion." And then there'll be one more Avengers movie, and then it's over. But now, over 2 years later, we're still learning about how deep the Russian rabbit hole goes. Russia's interference in the election is a serious thing, especially because they targeted one group in particular.
This is really important, what I'm about to tell you right now, because there's new information. Two new reports commissioned by the Senate Intelligence Committee looked at data provided by Facebook, by Twitter and Google, and they found that they were trying to suppress African American votes.
The Russians set up 30 Facebook pages targeting African Americans, specifically 10 YouTube channels, 571 videos related to police violence against African Americans. Some of these posts distorted the record of Hillary Clinton and former President Barack Obama.
Facebook ads were targeted at users who had shown interest in particular topics, including Black history, the Black Panther Party, and Malcolm X. The Russian accounts used voter suppression tactics, encouraging Black voters to stay home or vote for Jill Stein.
Oh man, that is so insulting for Jill Stein. Even in Russia, they're like, stay home or vote for Jill Stein. It's same. Same thing, same thing. It's almost like the phrase, vote for Jill Stein, is this just the new way of saying waste of time, you know? Like one kid is gonna be like, but Dad, I wanna be a DJ. But like, no son of mine is gonna vote for Jill Stein his life away, okay? But that's right. It turns out the Russians spent a lot of effort specifically trying to convince Black Americans not to vote. Like, look at this meme that they put out. This is a real meme that they found came from the Russians. And it says, before you vote, listen to MJ. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. And I feel bad for Michael. The man died 10 years ago, and now Vladimir Putin is using him as a propaganda tool. Like, if you told Michael Jackson that someday Russians would turn him into a meme to manipulate Black people, you know what he would have said? He would have been like, what's a meme? Oh, kids like them? Show me how to make one. Too soon? And what's crazy is that sometimes the Russians went way beyond just putting out memes. They actually convinced people to do stuff in the real world.
One such operation convinced and paid martial arts instructor Omowale Adewale to run self-defense classes for African Americans to, quote, protect your rights, let them know Black power matters.
They convinced youth very easily, very easily. Some of the things were, you know, sketchy, but at the end of the day, it's still fitness.
What I love about this guy is that for him and most fitness instructors, fitness just comes first, you know? It's like the Russians, he's like, yeah, but I mean, there was fitness, you know? You could say anything to a fitness instructor. You could be like, do you see what's happening in North Korea? They'd be like, man, those labor camps are disgusting. But you gotta admit, they're getting their steps in. They're getting their steps in.